From year to year, month to month, week to week, and day to day, people across the world are obsessed with a phenomenon that is professional wrestling. But why? 101 Reasons to Love Professional Wrestling. There are many components of professional wrestling that should be both understood and celebrated, in no particular order. Surprise pins. The underdog has always had their moments of overcoming the roadblocks in front of them. In literature, Robin Hood defeats the Sheriff of Nottingham. Dark horse underdogs have become president. Movies about overcoming the odds have actually overcame their own odds and won Oscars. These dark horses have won professional sport championships and are embedded in our collective rooting spirit. In professional wrestling, the dark horse, the underdog, the one-time faceless nobody, occasionally jolts the world. Wrestling has a common trend of finishing matches the same way. It's almost always a big finishing move, and then the winner gets the pin. Sometimes they'll stall for dramatic effect, but it's almost always like this. The surprise in surprise pins is a reaction due to the winner being very unexpected. Be it a schoolboy or small package, a wrestler will quickly get the pin and stun the opponent, the announcer, crowd, and often themselves. It's rare, but still common to see the underdog get the quick win. But there's other contraptions in this feature of professional wrestling fandom. It could be a debut of someone that many would not take very serious. But there have been tons of examples of big debuts with surprising results. There have been a plethora of surprise pins in modern wrestling. Barry Horowitz earned a slap on the back for defeating the overly cocky heel, Skip, in 1995. Also in 1995, longtime lovable jobber Mikey Whipwreck actually defeated Steve Austin in ECW before Austin would move on to become Stone Cold in the WWF. In 2003, The Rock would get upset by the Hurricane of all people. Then there was the established tag team wrestler and future ring general Shelton Benjamin defeating a very surprised Triple H on a Raw in 2004. Occasionally, a surprise pin doesn't involve an underdog, but rather just a purely unexpected result. The biggest shock and awe of a surprise pin occurred at WrestleMania 30 when Brock Lesnar defeated The Undertaker and ended his winning streak of over 20 years. No one would ever have expected Jinder Mahal to defeat Randy Orton, that alone defeat him for the world title. But when we're talking about surprise pins, there is only one that goes down in history as one of the most shocking and most career-making. In May of 1993, Razor Ramon would take a quick pin from a young skinny guy with a wet mullet. This was the episode of Monday Night Raw that established the 1-2-3 Kid as a mainstay in the mainstream. It can't happen all the time, but when a surprise pin does, it's always a fun shock to the system and creates many memories.